James.
Hey.
My name is Dr. Perez.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about what brings you in today. I heard you're just not feeling well.
No, I'm not. I don't feel like myself. I just feel off lately.
Okay. Feeling kind of off from your normal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a series of tests that we can do today to kind of get a gauge of what might be going on.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and jump right in. Hopefully we can get an idea of what abnormalities you might be facing today.
Okay.
Can you tell me how long you've been feeling this way?
Probably about 10 days now.
Really? That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to get started, I do want to just listen to you to see if everything's functioning normal with your lungs.
Okay.
Listen to your heart a little bit. So I'm just going to have you take some normal breaths, okay?
Sure.
I will be getting a little close to you. I apologize.
That's fine.
Have you lean forward for me just a little? Okay, you can go ahead and relax. So I am actually hearing some abnormalities in your heart. It sounds like you have a little bit of tachycardia. Is that something you've heard before?
No, it's not.
Okay, so it's like an abnormally fast heart rate, but it kind of comes and goes. Okay, so let me just go ahead and check your pulses. It's definitely a little bit weaker on the one side and definitely a little tacky, so could just be some anxiety for being here today. It could also be an underlying health condition that we're unaware of. Your blood pressure was healthy, so that's good. Okay, so just something to kind of keep an eye on. So I'm going to go ahead and do an examination of your pupils. So I want you to just kind of look forward.
Leave my glasses on?
You can leave them on for now if you're comfortable with that. So I want you to just look at me, and I'm just going to kind of test either side, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I am actually seeing some abnormalities on this side, so I will have you take them off so I can get a little bit of a better look.
Sure.
Looks like there's a little bit of a delay. Yeah, definitely getting some lag on this side. Do you notice any kind of slowness to react?
No.
Okay. So maybe just look at my finger here. And then look over at the light. Look at my finger. Look up at the light. There's definitely a little bit of drag on this side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is you'll see some fingers in your peripheral vision, and I want you to just tell me how many fingers you see. It'll be like 4 or 2. Just tell me what you can see, okay?
Yes. 3, 2, 4, 4.
Okay. So keep looking at my nose.
1, 3, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 1.
Okay. So you got the majority of those wrong, which is definitely something to note. We're having some issues with your peripheral vision, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you notice that you have trouble seeing things on your sides? Like,
I
not
never
really.
noticed it.
just not something you really pay attention to?
No.
Okay. So keeping in line with testing your vision, I want to go ahead and test you for color deficiency. So this is just a test plate.
Okay.
Are you able to see what number this is?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it is?
Number 12.
Okay. And can you tell me what color the outside of the circle is?
Gray.
Gray.
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me what color this is?
Yellow.
And the number?
Green.
Can you tell me what number it is?
5.
Okay. Okay, and do you see a number here?
Yes.
Can you tell me what number it is?
28.
And what color are the numbers?
Orange.
Okay.
Orange and brown.
Orange and brown.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you see a number here?
Yes.
Can you tell me what number it is?
72.
Okay, and can you tell me what color the outside is?
Orange and brown again.
Okay. And these colors here, can you tell me what most of them are, what it appears to be to you?
Red.
Red.
Yes.
Okay. And the number, what color is it?
2.
And what number?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you see a 2.
I do.
Okay. And what color is it?
Green.
Green. Okay. And this one's a little harder to see. Are you able to see a number here?
Yes.
What color is it?
It is gray.
Okay. And can you tell me what the number is?
46.
Okay. So we're definitely having some issues with your color deficiencies. I'm seeing kind of a lack in color. You're seeing more grays and browns where there should be like orangey pinks,
Okay.
a little bit of red. You did see the green at one point, which is good, but looks like we're having an issue with your orange color palette, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to a hearing test, actually. And I have a couple of different things that I want to test here. So I'm going to start off by just asking you if you can hear this. So it's a little bit of a lighter sound. Are you able to hear this?
Yes.
And this?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it on either side, and I want you to tell me what side you hear it on. You're going to close your eyes, okay?
Left side. Left side. Right side. Both sides. Left side. Front. It's hard to tell with that one. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Still left. Both. Both. Right side. Front side.
So definitely a couple things that we got mixed up there. Are you able to hear this?
Yes.
Can you tell the difference between this and this?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to alternate. I want you to tell me if you hear more than one thing or just one thing.
Okay. More than one. One. More than one. More than one. 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 More than one. More than one. One. More than one. More than one. Just one. More than one. More than one. More than one. Also more than one, I think. Just one.
Okay, so a couple things that you might have mixed up there. You're having trouble being able to differentiate between a single sound and multiple sounds.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Have you noticed any issues with your hearing?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's just kind of an unwell feeling, just
Yeah.
overall multiple things maybe aren't functioning normally, so you're just not feeling quite like yourself.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, James, so the next thing we're going to do is a hearing whisper test. So I'm
Okay.
going to whisper a couple very quiet words into either ear, and I want you to try to repeat them after me, okay?
Okay.
So I'll have you turn your head to the side for me.
Which way? This way?
Yes.
Bucket.
William.
Plum.
Doctor.
Doctor.
So now we're going to do the opposite side. So go ahead and turn your head that way for me. And I'm just going to come over here.
Potion.
Clock.
Clock.
Planter.
Planting.
Bucket.
Plucking.
Bucket.
Oh, bucket.
Okay. So you're definitely having trouble making out specific sounds. I basically gave you a series of words that sounded similar but not quite the same.
Right.
And you were able to sometimes make out part of the word but not the whole word.
Okay.
But you definitely were having some trouble with that. Okay. So something to note, I'm definitely going to put that in your chart. You do seem to be having some issue with your hearing. Okay, James, so let's go ahead and move on. And I'm going to go ahead and test your olfactory nerve, which is basically a test of your sense of smell. So I have two different things that I want you to smell for me. I'll have you do one, and then I'll have you do two, and I want you to just try to tell me what it is. They're very basic everyday smells, okay? Close your eyes for me. I'm going to spray something, and I want you to just breathe in. You tell me what that smells like.
I can't really smell anything. Maybe orange.
Okay. Kind of citrusy?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do another one.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Vinegar.
Okay. So the first one was actually candy apple.
Oh, okay.
Did you smell a sweetness there, or it was more like a tart citrus?
I got the
Okay.
tart, yeah.
And the second one was actually just regular water, so it was a test.
Okay.
It wasn't vinegar, so that's interesting. Vinegar is a very distinct smell.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so kind of keeping in line with that, the next thing I'm going to do is have you taste two different things.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously, but they're not on your allergy list. So go ahead and take a little sip of that for me.
Okay.
Can you tell me what that tastes like?
Apple juice.
Okay. And this one?
Tea.
Okay. Any specific flavor of tea?
Sweet tea.
Interesting. Okay. So the first one was juice, but it was actually orange juice.
Okay. Wow.
And the second one was vinegar. So
Okay.
interesting. So I'm a little surprised. Vinegar is a very, very distinct smell and taste. So it's interesting that you're getting that mixed up. I would more so have thought you maybe would have mixed that with the apple juice.
Right.
But definitely something that we might need to keep an eye on. Okay. Actually, while we're doing that, since we're having some issues with your taste and smell, I'm going to just go ahead and test your nostrils individually. So I'm going to hold one side and I want you to just breathe in for me, okay? Okay, so definitely having some issues with this side. It seems like you might be a little clogged there. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on then. And why don't we just move into our sensation test? So I have a couple different things here that I can test for you. And I'm going to start off with the one that seems to be the most simple.
Okay.
So I have a little silicone fingertip here. I'm going to hold your hand out for me. Are you able to tell the difference between this and this?
I think so.
Okay. So this one's a little more smooth.
Yes.
And this is just my finger.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to test this on your face,
Okay.
kind of sporadically. I want you to tell me if you feel silicone or my finger.
Okay.
Okay?
Silicone. Silicone. Finger. Silicone. Silicone. Finger. Finger. Silicone. Finger. Silicone. Finger. Finger.
Just move your glasses slightly.
Finger. silicone, finger, finger, silicone, silicone.
Okay. You can open your eyes. So there were the vast majority that you missed.
Okay.
I'm going to try testing that on your hands and arms and see if we get a little bit of a different results, okay?
Okay.
So to start, I want you to just lay your hands palm side up, just relax. Okay, close your eyes for me.
Finger, 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 silicone, silicone, finger, both. Press both again. Silicone, finger, silicone, finger.
So go ahead and flip your arms over for me.
Finger, silicone, silicone, finger, finger, then silicone, finger.
Okay. So you can open your eyes. Definitely having some issues with your sensation, okay? You got the majority of those wrong. While these are similar, they're also distinct, so you should be able to tell the difference, and you were having some trouble there.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in with something a little more obvious. This is pretty rough.
Okay.
Shouldn't scratch you, but you should be able to feel it.
Right.
So instead of testing this in various areas on your face, because we already can kind of tell that you're having some issues with your sensation, I'm going to test it on both sides, kind of bilaterally going down. I want you to tell me if it feels the same on either side, okay?
Okay. No, it felt different.
Which side did it feel different?
This side felt more sharp.
Okay.
Same thing. They felt the same. The left side felt more sharp. The left side felt more sharp. It's hard to tell. I think the left side was a little sharper.
I'm going to move down to your arm. Same thing. So feel the same here.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. Left side a little sharper.
Okay.
Left side a little sharper.
Turn your palms out for me.
About the same. Kind of sharp. That felt softer.
Okay. So feeling a difference for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and keep with the sharp theme. So this is probably our sharpest testing tool.
Okay.
So hold your palm out for me. It's pretty sharp.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to test this one again side to side, and I want you to tell me if you feel a difference.
Okay. I felt it more on the left side. I felt it more on the right side.
And here versus here.
Almost the same.
Okay, and get over here and here.
The same. About the same. A little sharper on the left. Sharper on the right. About the same. Sharper on the right.
Interesting. So I was varying it a little bit, but you were kind of getting the opposite side wrong, which is very interesting. Honestly, I don't think you're going to be able to feel the puff of air, so we'll bypass that completely. I do want to see, so I have a couple different things here. This is pretty cold.
Okay.
And this is pretty soft.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me if you feel cold or soft.
Okay. Cold. soft, 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 cold, soft, 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 cold, 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 soft, cold, cold, soft, cold, cold, soft, cold, cold, soft, soft.
Okay, so you can open your eyes for a second. Again, majority of those you did get wrong.
Okay.
Lastly, for your sensation, I want to just test the cold versus cold. So this side compared to this side, is one side warmer than the other?
Okay.
So here and here.
The left side's warmer.
Left side is warmer.
Yeah, so right side colder.
Here and here.
Right side is colder.
How about here and here?
The top is colder.
Here, here.
The right side is colder. About the same.
And is this any colder or warmer as we go down?
Colder towards my fingers.
Okay, and here.
Same.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm noticing a couple of variances there that we'll note for you.
Okay.
So why don't we go ahead and move on to check your reflexes.
Okay.
Our reflex hammer here, so just kind of relax for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to test your jaw first. Turn your head the other way for me. I'm noticing an abnormality there. Any pain with that?
No.
No pain here.
No.
Okay, so I'm definitely noticing some asymmetry in your jaw. Try not to blink when I do this, okay? So hold your hands out for me. I'm going to run this across your hand, and I want you to try not to blink, okay?
Okay.
Try not to blink. Okay, so it did look like you're having some issues with your reflex and kind of sense of touch there.
Okay.
So I'm going to move on to, let's test the reflex in your elbow. So I want you to kind of give me the weight of your arm here. I'm wondering if there might be some kind of neurological deficit because I'm definitely sensing some abnormalities there. I'm going to go ahead and test the reflex in your knee, okay?
Okay.
See, I'm not really getting a response here. Go ahead and do the other side. Yeah, again, no response. Okay, so while I have you there, I'm going to test some sensation in your legs. I have something that's a little more aggressive, and it's just so we can feel through your clothing.
Okay.
So just to give you a sense, this is pretty sharp.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to initially tell me if you can feel it, okay?
Okay.
You feel that?
No.
Not at all?
Barely.
Here?
A little bit more, but it's still very slight.
Okay. What about on this side? About the same?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Right there, I feel it.
You feel it here?
Yeah.
Okay. So here versus here?
Maybe the right side a little bit more.
Okay. What about here?
Definitely the right side more. Barely. side more.
Left side more on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Same. Very.
Okay. So still having some issues with your sensation in your legs. Alright, James, so since you were having such an issue with your sensation, I'm going to do a couple different things here, okay? So I want to first go back to that cold test.
Okay.
Can you tell this is cold?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so in comparison, this versus this, do they feel different to you?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So here and here feels different.
Yes.
So close your eyes for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is this cold?
Yes.
Here?
No. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes.
Okay. So I'm still noticing some issues with your cold versus regular and your sensation overall. So what I would suggest at this point is that you go see a neurologist.
Okay.
There were pretty severe abnormalities in almost every one of the tests we completed today.
Okay.
So I think it's important that you go speak with a specialist. They can do a more in-depth test. They might ask you to go to different specialists, one that can test your eyes because you definitely were having issues with your peripheral vision.
All right.
You might want to see an ENT to check your nose because we had some issues with your sense of smell and your sense of taste were off. You were getting that vinegar, which is abnormal.
Okay.
Okay, and then again, the whisper test, you were having some issues. So I'm kind of sensing that something might be going wrong neurologically
Okay.
and your nerves are misfiring
Mm-hmm.
multiple different ways, okay?
All right.
So let me definitely get you a referral to see a neurologist, and I'm going to kind of talk to them and see what the plan is.
Okay.
And then after that, I might want to see you back to see if we're progressing any, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope we get you some answers shortly.
Me too. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.